Welcome to the channel, welcome to my latest Warhammer 40k battle report. Today, the Tyranids are going to be swarming across this battle grid, and standing against them will be Dante and the Blood Angels. So I'm very lucky in the fact that I get to play a lot of Warhammer, and I want to thank anyone who's watching this video, anyone who's watched a video at any point or subscribed, and channel members. You guys are awesome. Thank you for helping me be able to do this. I get to play a lot of Warhammer, and there's a lot of different ways you can play Warhammer. Some people think that there's a right way or a wrong way to play. Some people think that you have to play with the cards. That's the only way you can play. But ultimately, there's many different ways that you can play with your toy soldiers. It is, after all, just a game of toy soldiers where you're supposed to play and have fun. And one of the most favourite ways that I like playing the Warhammers is having a mission where you just throw yourselves at each other, and there are objectives down on the table that you score at the end of the game. Because if you're just scoring at the end of the game, that means it gives you the opportunity to outflank or deep strike or do some weird flanking maneuvers here, there and everywhere. And also, if you're just scoring at the end of the game as well, it means you need to play until the very end of the game. It's not over in turn 3 when someone's winning 60 points to 10 or something like that. You need to fight until the end. So we've got 3 objectives down on this pass, at the top of this mountain pass here, where Tower 117 stands. And in the east, we have the Tyranids swarming. In the west, we have the Blood Angels coming in. And there's 3 objectives, and each of these will be worth D3 points at the end of the game. And the reason why I like doing D3 points as well is because some could have 1 objective and the other person could have 2 objectives, but the person with 1 objective could win the game because they're worth D3 points each. And that's the vagaries of war, right? This objective might be the key one, worth 3. The other ones might only be worth 1 point. So you don't know who's won until you get to the very end, unless of course someone does get slaughtered in turn 3 or 4. Do you guys play any kind of different 40k? Do you guys make up your own missions? Write in the comment section below. Let us know if you do make up your own ones. And if you do, what kind of missions do you play? Do you play 5 turns? Do you play less than 5 turns? Do you like to bring in some extra spice, some extra house rules? Or do you prefer to play with the cards and the chaos and the secondaries and chapter approved and all that? Or are you playing some older missions from older editions of Warhammer 40k? Seriously, asking for a friend. Let me know what kind of games you guys are playing. Inspiration is a good thing. And yeah, Battle Mat is from urbanmats.com. We've got some scenery from marchofwar.co.uk. We've got some really large line of sight blocking terrain in the middle of the table. And I'm breaking out my Tyranids today. I played Tyranids on Wednesday, the one that went up for the channel members, tier 3 channel members on Wednesday. Had a load of good fun playing with the Tyranids. So I wanted to break them out again. And here's my Tyranids. This is 1995 points good year of Tyranids. This is an invasion fleet. Tyranids, basically, while I'm inside, it's all about battle shock. I get pluses to battle shock. The enemy gets minuses to battle shock if they're in synapse range. And also, when I'm in synapse range, I get +1 strength in melee. And with invasion fleet, any attacks that I do that target any infantry get sustained hits 1. So 6s explode. Now, on the Wednesday battle report, I brought along 12 Zoanthropes, 2 units of 6, without the Neuro Tyrant in there, and they were terrible. The Neuro Tyrant allows me to hit on 2s, so hopefully they'll be good now with the Neuro Tyrant in there. Hitting on 2s with Psychic Las Cannons. Also, the Neuro Tyrant has got quite a nasty Overwatch thing, if I want to Overwatch, mind you, so as a Tyrannifex with the acid spray there. That could be 2 potential infantry killing Overwatch shots, so that's why they're along. Then I needed some more guns, so we have a Rupture Cannon T-Fex. Don't leave home without it. The gun now does D6 plus 6 damage. It's absolutely crazy, so that's good for anti-tank. And the Exocrine is good for anti-elite at -3 damage a time with its shots. It can it can pick up Blade Guard, it can pick up Terminators, things like that. So those are my main guns. Then leading the charge, we have a Harrowspex, we have a Screamer Killer, and we have a Norn Emissary, aka Norn Queen Alexis. Check out her YouTube channel. Sitting on an objective somewhere. I'm going to point to an objective. That thing will sit on it. I'll have a 4-up invulnerable save and a 4-up feel no pain and not go anywhere. New models. I recently painted up Von Royen's boy band. Let's face it, they're the best unit in the Tyranid Codex right now. They're appearing all over the place in all the tournaments because they have stealth and they have fights first and they have infiltrate and they're quite punchy and they're 0 points. So I finally gave in, bringing some of those guys along. Gene Stealer with a Broodlord, he gives them devastating. 4 units of warriors. These are mainly here to spread out the synapse. I've got 1 punchy unit of warriors, 3 units of shooty warriors. They're mainly there to spread out the synapse, to make sure that I stay within synapse. Because while I'm in synapse, if I take battle shock tests, I roll 3d6 rather than 2. It's just Tyranid things. And I had some points left over, so I brought along a unit of Termagants down there. They're probably going to try and zone out either the Exocrine or the Zoanthropes or something. But we're going to be swarming forward and trying to take this pass through the mountains. And we welcome to the channel for the first time. Mike, say hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
And you're German.
I'm totally German.
You're totally German. You've come all the way from Germany. Thank you for coming over here. Also, there's a bunch of people watching the video right now who are like members and things. And they're like, I know that guy. Because you've come to loads of events.
I do.
How many events have you been to?
I can't remember, like 3 or 4 maybe.
It's getting to the point where you can't remember the number of events.
It's crazy.
You get on the plane, you fly over to Element Games or something, hang out, get drunk, go back. Yeah. So thanks for coming over. Thanks for coming in. In the Discord though, you're painting plastic miniatures. That's your name in the Discord.
ppm_painting plastic miniatures. Yeah.
Why not? Why is that?
It's overcomplicating things. I know. I wanted to have something scientific.
Right.
Because I studied geology, and so I thought maybe ppm, that's parts per million, and then it could also mean painting plastic miniatures. It's a bit bulky, but yeah, that's how I go now.
I like it. It's German sense of humour. It's good.
Is it humour? I don't know.
I don't know. It's no laughing matter. And this is 2,000 points of Mike's Blood Angels. 2,000 points on the nose?
On the nose, of course.
Very precise. It's got
Very German.
Very German.
+1 internet point.
+1 internet point for you. And I love this, by the way, because you've got the red, the gold, the black, and you've got Dante, Sanguinor, Astropath, Astarath, Mephiston, another dude. There's one missing. Where's the one missing? There's a chaplain on a bike.
And a sanguinary priest.
And a sanguinary priest. There's Lamartes isn't here. So you've got all the characters, all the name characters all the time. And Blood Angels, they still have Oath of Moment, so you can point at a thing and re-roll all the hits against it. And then you've got, what detachment are you bringing today?
Liberator Assault Group. +1 attack on the charge and +2 strength.
On the charge.
On the charge.
And that's the core one, isn't it? With all the good stratagems in it.
Yeah.
You've got stratagems for fallback and charge, stratagems for shooting, all the strats and things.
Also advance on charge.
Nice.
So we have a chaplain with 3 outriders.
Yes.
+1 wound on the charge.
Nice.
Then we have Dante and 6 sanguinary guard.
Okay.
They are -1 to hit and wound in close combat. 2-up save, 4-up invul.
Are they very expensive?
A bit. 260 plus 120, I think.
Right. So nearly 400 points for just those 7 models there. But they are very scary 7 models. The Sanguinor. Can he still deep strike into close combat?
He can, yes.
So how does that work?
If you charge me,
yes,
and he's still in reserve, he can deep strike into combat.
Right.
And he has fights first.
Right.
And devastating wounds.
Right. Can he jump back into reserve and do that again?
Not in that detachment.
But once he's down, he's down.
Yeah.
Even if I charge you, okay, he's mean, right? Astarath?
Astarath, yeah, he gives his unit devastating wounds on the charge.
Right.
His weapon has devastating wounds too.
Okay.
And precision.
Okay.
And the jump pack death company, they reroll charges.
Right.
And they reroll hits in combat.
Okay, so reroll charges, reroll hits in combat. You've got an advance and charge strat as well, and devastating wounds. You've got 2 nasty giant rocks coming forward here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very scary.
Oh, and by the way, Dante
Yes.
also gives his unit +1 to charge and +1 to advance rolls.
Of course he does. He's the Lord Commander of Imperium Nihilus.
Yes.
I would expect no less. Does he give you CP as well?
No,
Extra
unfortunately
CP.
not.
Who's the guy? Who am I thinking? I'm thinking of Calgar. Okay, more.
Lord of Death, Mephiston.
Yes.
Lone Operative.
Okay.
2-up save, strength 11 on the charge, lethal hits, 4-up feel no pain. He's a monster.
Strength 11 on the charge.
Yes.
I like it. Who's this fella next to him?
That's Captain Antiphon.
Okay.
He is in charge of the Crimson Steel Strike Force, but Dante has to help him out because of the big monsters over there.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's with 5 jump pack intercessors. He gives them +1 strength on the charge, so they go up to strength 7 on the charge with their chain swords.
Wow.
And they have impact hits.
Wow. Okay, I like him. And then we have the Ballistus Dreadnought. We have 2, what are they called? Brutalis Dreadnoughts. But one's Death Company, one's normal. Yeah. Death Company will have a 6-up feel no pain, right?
Exactly. And the Death Company Dreadnought has a surge move. If you shoot him,
right,
in your shooting phase, I can move up d6 +2 inches towards the nearest enemy.
But I want to shoot him. I don't want him coming any closer when I shoot him.
Then you need to destroy him.
Okay, we'll try and do that.
Or not shoot him, which I like better.
When I shoot him, does he do multiple surges if I shot him?
One.
Just once. Mm. So you can't shoot him and then shoot him. Okay, that's good to know. And then some Stern Guard. I heard that Stern Guard in Blood Angels are really mean.
Yeah, in close combat they have 4 attacks each, so 5 on the charge.
Yeah.
And this time I split them up in 2 groups of 5, and one group has a sanguinary priest giving them 5-up feel no pain and -1 AP in close combat.
Okay.
And these ones have the combi weapons, so anti-infantry 4+ and devastating wounds.
Okay.
And the other ones have the Stern Guard bolt rifles, just devastating wounds, but still. And their party trick is, if they shoot at the Oath of Moment target, they can reroll wounds, and that's also in close combat.
Right. And because it's the Oath of Moment target, you'd be rerolling hits and rerolling wounds,
yes.
basically,
yeah.
if they pick on the Oath of Moment target.
Right.
So you got loads of punch, not a lot of shooting. 1 minute, say that again.
There is a bit of shooting if I get close.
Yes.
They have twin-linked multi-melters.
Yes.
2 melter pistols.
Okay.
Dante has Perdition, another melter pistol with a hilarious sustained D3.
Okay.
So if I roll a 6, I can get up to 4 hits with his melter pistol.
Okay.
And there are also 2 melter pistols hidden in there.
So there's quite a lot of melter hidden away there.
A bit.
If you get close.
Tiny bit.
Okay. And so we're deployed for this 2,000 point game of Warhammer 40k with not a single Tyranid held back in reserve. They're just going to be spilling straight across this battle grid and pushing straight for the pass. Standing against them on the west side of the path is the Blood Angels, much smaller in number, but led by the Lord Commander of Imperium Nihilus himself, Chapter Master Dante. And they're much smaller in number because Asterath is in reserve, ready to deep strike in, along with his massive unit of Death Company. The Sanguinors also in reserve, and a captain with some jump intercessors are also in reserve. Mike, can I can't call you painting plastic miniatures. Can I call you German Mike or something? What I can't. Michael. I don't call people by their normal name.
Why not? Then call me Mike. Nobody calls me Mike.
No one calls you Mike. You're now Mike.
Thank you.
You're like only Mike.
Only Mike.
Like it's like OnlyFans, but there's only one Mike, and that's you.
Mic drop.
Yeah, and mic drop. Right, roll the dice. Let's see who goes first. You've got the red dice, and that's a 3, and the Tyranids rolled a 5. It's Tyranids turn 1. Before the Blood Angels have a chance to react, the Tyranids launch forward, some advancing down the middle here to push forward, but I've got a couple of shots. There's the Exocrine and the Zoanthropes that are going to stitch murder into this Death Company Dreadnought. Over here, there's this T-Fex with his Rupture Cannon, which is looking straight at that Ballistus Dreadnought over there. The Norn Emissary pointed to this objective, pointed to this installation, and now has an OC of 15 and a Feel No Pain while it's in range of that objective. It's going to take some shoving, take some pushing to push it off of there. For now, however, the guns in the middle and the guns in the middle of the pass can't see or are out of line of sight, and there's some ambush units waiting behind, ready to jump out and stuff, and the warriors stringing along in the backfield because they're the intelligent synapse creatures. They're stringing along in the backfield, trying to gum up the works so no one can come deep striking in behind. But we'll start with the shooting phase by firing a really big gun at that Ballistus Dreadnought. Only Mike is playing Armor Contempt.
Right.
So I'm hitting you on 2s because I stay still, and there's a 1. Do ICP reroll that? Yes, you Armor Contempted it. I'm doing the thing. Both of those hit. It is strength 18. I need 3s to wound. I wound both of the times. So these are 4-up saves because of Armor of Contempt. And you make one fail one. So one shot will get 3 for D6 plus 6 damage. For 12 damage. How many wounds has it got?
12.
Did I one-shot it in turn 1?
You did the Winters.
That is, well, no, I think that's the first time I've ever one-shotted a thing in turn 1 with the Rupture Cannon. It's never happened before. Does it blow up? Roll another 6.
No.
Doesn't blow up.
Doesn't.
I did a Winters. What's a Winters? Right, let's come over to the other flank where I've got an Exocrine shooting at a Death Company Dreadnought for D6 plus 3 shots for 8 shots. I stayed still, so they hit on 2s. But it's a tough Dreadnought, so I need 5s to wound. I do a wound, it's -3. There's loads of cover in the way. A big rock, so that becomes -2.
4 up.
And you're good. However, now it's been shot at by the Exocrine, the Zoanthropes are going to reroll hit rolls of 1. And they're targeting it as well. And because they're led by that Neurotyrant, they're hitting on 2s and rerolling 1s. Look at that, 4 2s. That's why I bought the Neurotyrant. Psychic Las Cannons need 3s. That many wounds, that's 5 more 4+ saves. And you only failed 2, so we're adding 2 to this, so that's 8, 9, 10 damage. Death Company has a Feel No Pain on 6s, and it takes 9 wounds. And it's still alive on the 3 wounds remaining, and that's all the guns that I can muster from this flank. I just remembered, looking across the line, for more guns. The Norn Emissary, she can shoot. Let's shoot at the bikes with a Neuro Lance, which is on 2s. Strength 12 wounds on 2s, and that's Snake Eyes. See, that's a Winters rolling Snake Eyes. I roll Snake Eyes all the time.
Like it.
I've got some Stinger's Elbows in the middle, which can go up and over into Dreadnought. Doesn't do anything, and that's the end of my shooting phase. And at the end of Tyranids turn 1, I've blown up a Ballistus Dreadnought, which I'm not mad about, because that was your biggest long-range gun, which means getting back to some of these bugs, the bigger bugs, and taking them out. You're going to have to do it in close combat. Can't do it with the range, with the really big gun. Need to. Oh, he's still got some melters, though. Got the melters, the Death Company Dreadnought's still alive. And I have put myself in charge range. That is if some of the Blood Angels want to push past the tower and come smashing into the Tyranid lines as we go into Blood Angels turn 1. In the Blood Angels movement phase, there's been a shift around to the right, with Dante and the Death Company Dreadnought choosing not to go flying up this gap here, where I put a lot of my guns. And I put a lot of my guns here precisely because there is a gap here and I can shoot. So they're shifting around towards the centre where Mephiston and the other Brutalis Dreadnought stands, and over the top of them, over the top of that rock pile, the Haruspex has been made the Oath of Moment target because it is in melter range. And then in the backfield we have some Stern Guard holding fire for now to the right and to the left. And then round here the Chaplain and the Outriders, well, they're on a flanking manoeuvre. And we're going to open up the shooting phase with the Outriders shooting at the Warriors. They have devastating wounds because there's a chaplain with them. And they're hitting on 3s. 5s to wound, 6s are devastating.
And they are twin linked.
Okay, so you can pick them all up and fish for as many as you're wanting. 2 saves at -1, and then the devastating one kills the warrior. Then we come around to the middle of the battle grid where the Brutalis is looking at the Oath of Moment target, and I think this isn't going to be it for the shooting for the Blood Angels.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, because you're positioned most of the stuff waiting for the counter punch, waiting for me to overextend. I like it. Being tactical, being strategic, being very Blood Angels-y. Anyway, let's see if we can hit that Harrowspecs with these 2 melter shots. And at least they're the Oath of Moment target, so you can re-roll that.
Changing dice.
Yes. And only one of them hits.
Strength 9.
Needs a 5.
But it's twin linked.
Okay.
Rerolling that. Nothing.
Then we fired the Icarus Array on top in, anti-infantry, firing into that big bug. The shots just bounced. That's it for the shooting phase. So we have a charge. Just under 10 for the bikes to get the warriors. So it's going to be a 9 for you to get in there, and that is an 8. Not spending a command point to re-roll it. That is the end of turn 1, and that was a very cautious turn for both sides. The Tyranids took down the Ballistus Dreadnought and the Blood Angels. The Blood Angels only killed a warrior. But our lines are closer to each other, and the Blood Angels have a lot in Deep Strike Reserve. But before then, let's go on to Tyranids turn 2. Here we are at the end of the Tyranids movement phase, with them pushing around this side of the pass, trying to get some shots down into some of the Blood Angels over here, but they're well hidden. They've positioned themselves rather effectively, which shuts down all of this firepower here, which means the Exocrine had to climb down from his high perch in order to shoot up and through and try and hit that Brutalis Dreadnought there. It's going to get hit by the Exocrine, it's going to get hit by a T-Fex, and then it's going to get charged by a Harrowspecs, and it might live. It might actually live from all those attacks. And then there's a Screamer Killer stood behind, ready to send in the next wave. I've repositioned a few units as well, because I'm aware of all the deep strike, and then round on this flank it's looking a little bit naked because I had to string out all over the place. They advanced, but I've got some guns with the T-Fex and Norn Queen Alexis and this unit of warriors here into the Outriders. Should be able to wipe out the Outriders. Should be able to really dent the second Brutalis Dreadnought. And then in turn 2 for the Blood Angels, we'll have to see what Dante gets up to, and Astarath, and all the other fellas. The Blood Angels have a lot of characters, a lot of heroes they can call on. But I have a Norn emissary. That's my character, my hero character. Going to shoot down at the bikes right below. Let's do the Neuro Lance again, hitting on 2s. There's one miss. Wounding on a 2, there's a wound. It's -3. But there's a statue on a wall, so 5 up save. No, and it's D6 plus 2 damage because a melter. And a nuke one. Then in front of them, the warriors fire in. They hit on 4s with their death spitters. Their strength 5. They wound both the times. -1, 1 damage on these shots. And you make all the saves. And so the last thing left to shoot over here is a really big gun. And I guess I'm shooting a really big gun at some bikes. I wonder if they can dodge it. As I hit on 2s, I can dodge one of them. Doing wheelies around. Strength 18. Wounds. AP -4. You're like right in the open. It's D6 plus 6 damage. Minimum 7 damage. That annihilates a guy, the bike he's on, and about 10 feet of ground behind him as well. Then the Stinger Salvo will come in. These hit on 3s. Your toughness 5, right?
Yes.
Strength 5 versus toughness 5. There's a wound. That's a 3 up save. And that's a wound. So we tickle 1, soften up the Outriders, ready to jump on them from the Norn emissary. Now we come across to this side, so these guns come. It's the Exocrine. The Exocrine will fire up and over, first of all, down onto the Brutalis Dreadnought. And the Brutalis Dreadnought is doing Armour of Contempt, and I've got 8 shots again. But this time the Execree moved, so it's hitting on 3s, and it needs 5s to wound. 3 3-up saves with cover and Armour of Contempt, and that is 6 damage. Then the Haruspex shoots out his tongue, and that hits. It's only strength 6 though. And that wounds. That's -2. And that's a pass. Acid Spray T-Fex, D6 plus 6 shots. Needs 5s to wound. And interestingly, even though it's a torrent weapon, it doesn't ignore cover. So that's 3 3-up saves. The acid gets deflected by some of the rocks. Then the Stinger Salvo went in as well and bounced. And getting down and having a look, that's the end of my shooting phase. Weakening up at this Brutalis Dreadnought here. Now the Haruspex wants to charge it. It's going to come leaping off the top rope with a steel chair. That's a 6-inch charge. Haruspex makes it there. We're saying that he's in. I mean, he's right there. And Mephiston is doing a heroic intervention.
Needing a 6?
That's a 7. And Mephiston has fights first, so all of that sudden, that Haruspex is in a little bit of trouble. We've got another charge though, with Norn Queen Alexis leaping over this barricade here. Only Mike, that's a failed charge.
I'm happy.
I need to CP reroll that. I need a 5. That's a 12. So we leap over the wall, we engage them finally. Then we come back over here to Mephiston, chopping at this Haruspex. It's on 2s, right?
Yeah, 6 attacks.
Okay.
I don't get the charge bonus.
Right. And it's the Oath of Moment target, so you're re-rolling everything.
Fishing for 6s for lethal hits.
Okay. That made it worse. That made it a little bit worse. 5s to wound. There's a wound. AP?
3.
I make the save. It was a long shot, but it didn't quite work. So now the Haruspex is going to split its attacks all over the place. The Ravenous Maw, you're going to try and eat Mephiston. But the Shoveling Claws, the extra attacks, are going to go into the Brutalis. You ready for this? We're going to hit you on 3s with the Maw. 6s are sustained. Strength 7. Toughness 6?
5.
Toughness 5. 3s to wound. 2-up save normally though, right?
Yeah.
He'll be fine. Lots of 3s coming up. He'll be fine. He's not fine. 8 damage, but he has a feel no pain.
No problem.
He feels a little bit of pain.
Just 3.
So Mephiston survives that countercharge. He countercharged my countercharge, went flying in there, did no damage, but took the hits back again. Maybe he's distracted enough of the Haruspex to stop it killing the Brutalis with its Shoveling Claws, which hit on 3s. And I miss 3 times. I have to command point this. And it doesn't help. Alright? That's only 1 hit. Only 1. At least it wounds. You need a 4. You make the save. The charge of the Haruspex fails. We just bounce. Got another charging unit. The Norn Emissary. We'll get to that in a minute though. I want to find out what happens to the Haruspex because he could be in trouble. Because you hit him back with a Brutalis and you're re-rolling hits because I'm the Oath of Moment target.
I think I'm bracketed.
Bracketed it. 4s then. But the re-roll for all the oaths. And you hit 5 times. What's the strength of him?
12.
Okay, so 3s to wound.
Twin linked.
Re-rolling because of twin linked. Is 4 wounds.
Minus
5-up saves. How much damage?
3 each.
3 each. So that's 9 damage. The Haruspex has got 5 wounds remaining. We're locked up. Not just locked up, blocked up. The pass is well blocked. I mean, he's an angry boy. He stood there talking about angry boys. Let's come over here where this Norn Emissary is smacking these bikes. We're going to start off with Monstrous Scything Talons. These hit on 2s. That 6 here is sustained. They are strength 9, your toughness bike, so they wound on 3s. And that is 4 wounds. 1 at a time because of 4-up in bun? Yeah, so 4 5-ups. 1 at a time then. So, okay.
How much damage?
3 damage? So, yeah.
That's that.
Okay. 4-up in buns on the Chaplain. That's 6 damage on the Chaplain. And the Outriders get taken out, and even I still had extra attacks. She could have kept going with her monstrous rending claws, but at least one of my combats turned into victory. The Norn emissary smashing through her target. But with Tyranids climbing over the pass, with the Norn emissary rampaging through the compound at the far end, that's the end of Tyranids' turn 2. Let's find out what the Blood Angels can do. They need to push back now, and they need to push back hard. In the Blood Angels command phase, the Haruspex was made the Oath of Moment target one more time. It absolutely must die. And there are some melters and a fight first Mephiston, and you can shoot big monsters into combat, and some Sternguard here as well. In fact, if they manage to blow it away in their shooting phase, then there could be some targets behind, such as the Screamer Killer or the Tyrannifex, right through the middle of the gap. And then Commander Dante popped a stratagem, aggressive onslaught, something which allows to advance, shoot and charge. And he's flying all the way around here towards where the Zoanthropes and Termagants are, ready to go smashing in there. And then jumping down from Deep Strike Reserve is Astaroth and the Death Company, because mistakes were made. At the end of that assault, I didn't put Norn Queen Alexis back on to the objective. That gives her a 4-up. Feel no pain. She's kind of stuck in the open, but this charge absolutely must work. Of course, if they go flying in there, then they could get countercharged by the Gene Stealers. But they do have a 6-up Feel No Pain. They are Death Company. They do fight on death. This does leave the Captain still in reserve. This does leave the Sanguinor still in reserve. So the Blood Angels have a couple of options in their pocket. But for now, they've got what they've got. And what they've got is a bunch of Sternguard shooting up at the Oath of Moment target, the Haruspex.
Starting with heavy bolter first.
Yes.
Hitting on 4s.
Yes.
Rerolling.
Are they sustained?
Sustained. So, sustained, 4 hits, strength 5.
1 wound there.
I can reroll because it's the Oath of Moment target and they are Sternguard.
Oh yeah,
that's a special
right, yeah.
rule.
Okay.
And that's devastating.
Is it?
It is.
Oh. Haruspex is only on 3 remaining. Now with the combi weapons on 4s. Re-rolling everything because of Oath of Moment. Need 6s to wound.
Very devastating.
But re-rolling. It's another wound gone. It's down to 2 remaining, but it's not dead yet. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to kill it with the Sternguard, so it freed up the big walkers to fire. So where are we going to next? Mephiston.
Plasma pistol.
Okay.
Not overcharging.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
That's a hit.
Strength 7.
That doesn't wound.
Then we have the, how's it called? Fury of the Ancients.
Right.
Psychic power. 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s.
Okay, so they all hit.
Strength 4 or 5, I think. So hitting, wounding on 6s.
There's a wound. Is that a save? That's not a
It's
save.
-1.
Is it? That's definitely not a save. How much damage does it do?
D3.
But I've only got 2 wounds left.
So just a 3.
Okay.
Easy.
That's a 1. That wasn't easy. You said there was no, wasn't easy at all. That was very, very hard.
But you know what?
What?
They advanced.
Yes.
So I just remembered they have assault weapons.
Right. So you're going to shoot at the Haruspex with them as well.
Yeah.
So Sternguard bolt rifles, 3s to hit. No, 4s to hit because I'm in combat.
Yeah.
But re-rolling all the things all the times. And then, because they're Sternguard shooting at the Oath of Moment target, you're re-rolling all the wounds as well.
Yeah, need 6s, but they are devastating.
Right.
That's enough.
That's enough to kill it. With just Sternguard. And it doesn't deadly demise. Okay, it was easy in the end. Managing to take down the Haruspex before you had to fire the multi-melters. So now there's multi-melters looking straight through the gap. Starting with the Death Company Dreadnought. Hit on 4s though, it is injured. Hits both of the times into the Screamer Killer.
Strength 9.
I think it's 4s.
Rerolling because of Twin Linked.
Nice. That doesn't help. Do you want to do the same with the red fella?
Do a gun on top.
Oh, the gun on top, yes, yes. 4s to hit. Lots and lots of hits. Strength of the gun on top.
4, 6s to wound. Twin Linked. So that's the deadly gun.
Are they devastating?
No.
They're not devastating. At least the 6s aren't devastating. I'm fine. It has a 2-up save. It's fine. Now the red one. Red one, same target.
4s to hit.
Both of the hits. Both of the wounds. AP -4, a little bit of cover in the way. I need some 5s. I make 2 5s. That's a Winters right there. And then we did the anti-infantry gun on top, and it just thumped into the Screamer Killer, causing no more wounds. It's a shame, after doing all of that firepower and all of that thing to get rid of the Haruspecs, I feel like the guns were just digging through the corpse, which is melting over that rock pile there, and deflected away from hitting the Screamer Killer. So then we come out to this flank here, where Only Mike is saying you don't want to shoot the Zoanthropes. You don't want to shoot the Zoanthropes with your melter guns.
No, I kill them in close combat.
Okay, and I guess if you kill a couple with melter guns in shooting, it makes the charge even longer.
Could happen.
So all the shots are coming into the little termagants. And a few dice rolls later, there's only 4 little baby bugs left there, so a gap has opened up for Dante. Then we came over here, where the Death Company fired lots of anti-infantry weaponry at a very big bug, and only took 1 wound off of it. That's the end of the Blood Angel shooting phase. So now let's charge Death Company into Norn Queen Alexis. And that's a 7. And they have a built-in reroll.
Let's do it.
And that's a 12.
They're eager.
Oh yeah, they took it. They're very eager. It took them. They thought about it for a moment, but then they thought, nah, let's kill it. Then Dante over here into Zoanthropes. Let's see how far.
And the
Dante.
little ones.
Yeah. You get to kill them all.
4 + 1, 5.
Because of Dante. It's also charged in the middle. It's like a 9 or 10 with the Brutalis to get that Screamer Killer, and that's a 9. Yep, that was enough. Mephiston wants to go in there as well. He needs a 9 as well. And no, that's a Snake Eyes. He's still reeling after his last combat. I don't have the CP to interrupt. Brutalis does impact hits on the charge. Don't roll a 1. That is not a 1. How many does that do? D3?
D3.
That is 1 wound off the Screamer Killer, and we might as well keep going. As I say, I've only got 1 CP over there.
7 on the charge.
Brutalis versus Screamer Killer. Yes.
I need force because he's bracketed.
Right, that's only 3 hits.
Yeah, but strength 14 on the charge.
Toughness 9.
Twin linked.
Okay. AP.
2.
So 4s will keep me alive. Is it minimum 3 damage?
It is 3 damage.
I'm going to make every single one of these. I'm on 9 wounds remaining. And I make 2 out of 3 saves, which means the Screamer Killer's down to 6 wounds remaining. He's hanging in there. Now we're coming across here to the Death Company. Going flying in against the Norman Emissary. Starting off with the Eviscerators?
Yeah, 2 of them.
2 of them.
4 attacks on the charge.
Right. Pleased to hit.
No, they're hit on 4s, unfortunately.
Right.
But I can reroll because that's what Death Company do. There are sustained hits.
5's to wound then.
Yeah, 6s are devastating.
Nice. There's a few devastating. And those are 2 saves.
-2.
I make them. So it's taken 5 wounds in total so far. It's on 11 remaining. You got a couple of power fists in here? Okay.
8 attacks on 3s.
Yes.
Rerolling.
Right.
Everything hits.
Those 6s are not sustained?
No.
Okay.
Strength 10 on the charge.
10 to 11? Yeah.
6s are devastating. That's what Asteros gives them. 2 more devastating.
So it's another 4 damage.
Another 4, yeah.
Ouch. And now Asteroth?
7 attacks on the charge.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Okay. He's got a lot of that. That's a lot of. Is that 6 sustained?
No.
No? Right.
It's precision, but
okay.
Doesn't matter.
Strength?
7 + 2 on the charge, 9, so I need 5.
Still 5s, yeah.
But 6s are still devastating. 1 devastating.
How much damage?
2.
Right, it's down to 5 remaining. Have you got normal chainswords?
I have a power sword first.
There's a power sword first, right? Okay.
5 attacks on charge.
Yes.
Rerolling.
That's what they do.
Everything hits.
Everything hits.
7 on the charge. So 5s again.
5s and 6s.
Devastating.
Yes.
1 devastating. 2 at -2.
The 2 at -2. I make 1 fail 1. 1 damage a time?
Yeah, so 2 more.
It's on 3 left.
And then lots of chainsaw attacks.
Oh, it's hanging in there. Hanging in there. 25 attacks left. 3's to hit. Re-rolling all the hits. Then 5's to wound. 6's devastate. There's 3. That's all you need.
4.
4. That's enough to take her down. Deadly demise. It's not very deadly. She just gets hacked up into very many small pieces. Okay, so that was a terrible mistake, making sure she wasn't in range of her objective. And at the end of the fight phase, you could jump forward to get in range of that objective and put yourself right in harm's way in front of those gene stealers if you want to. Sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it what you're going to look at the nice big statue instead?
Yeah.
They're Death Company,
Yeah,
though.
we are
They
praying a bit.
Are they?
Praying to the God Emperor.
Okay. Not sure Death Company do much praying though, because you know they sleep in coffins and things.
Yeah, but Astaroth is a chaplain. He does pray.
Okay, Astaroth.
His ability is Mass of Doom.
Yes. He's like, hold, lads, hold. There's a saint, a thing. This is a statue of Sigismund or something. We're stopping here for a few seconds. Pay our respects. Ready for the Gene Stealers to come jumping in. Okay, so that happened. We've got another fight, though. Dante and the Sanguinary Guard over here. And I'm spending my 5-up Feel No Pain Rapid Regeneration strat on the Zoanthropes. Let's try and keep them alive. So the way it's working here is this fella's hitting the little bugs, everyone else hitting the Zoanthropes, and we're starting with Dante. How many attacks does he have on the charge?
9.
9?
9?
9!
9.
That's a huge number.
Hitting on 2s.
Right.
Yes, lethal hits.
Does he?
Yeah. So
okay.
Wounds.
Strength?
10 on the charge.
2s to wound?
Oh my god.
You rolled lots of 1s. I get lots of 4-up invulnerable saves. I don't make any of them either. And how much damage is he? 3.
Damage. No.
It's only 2.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Didn't
One commander only does 2 damage.
That's wrong, isn't it?
Yes.
I have a Feel No Pain on 2. One's dead. And then 1 drops down to 1 wound. I'm sure it used to be 3 damage. I am very, very old. I'm sure it was 3 damage at some point.
At some point, yeah.
Yes. Let's do all the remaining attacks. Here are all the sword attacks. 2s, I'm assuming 2s.
Yes. 3 to wound, sorry.
Yes. So, 9 4-up invulnerable saves. And they're 2 damage a time, so a lot of Feel No Pain. After all the feeling of the pains, 3 Zoanthropes are still there. 1's on a wound. There's a guy with a spear, spearing one in the head. I mean, it's all head. Look at it. Nothing but headshots today.
Has lance, so it's wounding on 2s.
Okay. 3 wounds come through. 3, 4 plus invulnerable saves. How much damage?
2.
So this is on the injured guy on a wound. Dead. And then this is on another big brain bug. Dead. There's 1 left with the neuro tyrant. Then spearing the little bugs. And you miss 2 of them because they're small and they're scurrying around all over the place. But you do kill 2 of them. So at the end of the Blood Angels attacks, it looks like this. We did remember to do the Death Mask thingy bob. We did that. I passed all the battle shocks. Now I need to fight back. I've got 2 little bugs hitting these guys. You're -1 to hit, right?
And -1 to wound.
So 5s. That's sustained though. See that? That's good. And the little bug though needs 6s to wound you. That's no 6s. Okay, that's done. Have you ever been attacked by a Zoanthrope before?
No.
They are terrifying. Look at the size of that head. This is a flying headbutt. They have 2 attacks. They're going to hit you on 6s. Yeah, they normally hit on 5s, so hitting on 6s. Neuro Tyrant, though, big head, lots of butts. 4s to hit you. That's sustained at strength 5, but -1 to wound you. So 4s. I do 3 wounds. I do 3 wounds. No AP, no nothing. And you take a wound. That's hilarious. So Dante and the Golden Host are gummed up. I'm not sure how useful it is now, suddenly thinking about giving them the Feel No Pain. Because I can't shoot, fall back and shoot. And you do have a stratagem where you can fall back and charge if you want to. But they're there now. I will be falling back and shooting them with an Exocrine in my turn. But we've got one more fight. We've got the fight back here with the Screamer Killer. And that Brutalis is only on 4 wounds. 10 attacks on Screamer Killer. Many attacks. Hitting on 3s. And look at all those 1s and 2s. I only hit 3 times. And it's strength 10 versus toughness 10. And I'm not in synapse. So no +1 strength to this. It's just force. I wound every single time. 4-up saves. That's 3 damage. And somehow, some way, these 2 are still locked up. I was certain that he'd be absolutely dead. After all the melter shots and the charge, and somehow he lived. And then with 10 attacks back again, I thought, right, this is it. Your Brutalis is dead. But no. were just dancing around each other in the middle of the battle grid. And that is the end of Blood Angels turn 2, and they needed a comeback. And by shutting down some of the shooting over here, by killing the Haruspecs and locking up the Screamer Killer there, and by taking out the Norn Queen on the left flank, that is somewhat of a comeback. But the Gene Stealers are free to go charging in. This Acid Spray T-Fex is still uninjured. The Exocrine is still uninjured. There's still a lot of assets left, still a lot of Xenos left as we go on to Bugs turn 3. So while the Blood Angels hold the line, the Tyranids continue to swarm over the pass, with some of the units falling back over here. The Termagants and the Brain Bugs passing their battle shock and stepping away and out of combat with the Lord Commander of Imperial Nihilus, because I want to shoot him. With an Exocrine, with a Tyrannifex, with Acid Spray, there's a lots of firepower that's going to be washing in to him. And then those warriors with their twin bone swords, they're going to go charging in. Is that enough gun and enough punch to kill a Lord Commander? I don't know, but we'll find out. There's also a Sanguinor lurking around in Deep Strike, which could come flying in as soon as I make a charge, as soon as we get to the fight fit. If I charge, then the Sanguinor can charge from Deep Strike. Will he come in here? Will he come in here with the Lictors? Or will they come in over here with the Gene Stealers? Because Gene Stealers and Warriors want to go charging in, and I guess a T-Fex with its big anti-tank gun is just shooting Death Company, keeping a couple of Warriors back here in here, because I need to score some of these objectives at the end of the mission. But yeah, Lictors go flying in. There's all 1 wound. I don't know where I would deep strike the Sanguinor in. But we've got some guns. Let's fire some guns. Let's start off with this massive rupture cannon shooting at the Death Company. And we hit them on 2s. Look at that. They're sustained. So those are extra hits at strength 18. And yeah, we wound. Big statue in the way. You can roll some 6s for cover for that. And yeah, the statue gets cut in half. The remaining 2 shots, however, just destroyed 2 of the Death Company. Here's the Stinger Salvo coming in, and they're sustained. These are strength 5, and so that is 3 wounds, 3 up saves. And then the Death Company feel no pain, and 1 takes a wound. And then I fired a chunk of Death Spitters in. Interestingly, Shooty Warriors, even though they're the Shooty version of the Warriors, they hit on 4s when they shoot. They're better in close combat. And I took 1 more wound off the Death Company. And that's it for the shooting on the left flank. Let's move all the way down here. I've got 2 Death Spitters, which can see and can hit that thing, the Brutalis. I need 5s though. 2 of them hit. Don't wound. And then we're down to the guns on the right flank, where everything is going to come raining into Dante. Starting off with the Exocrine. So it's D6 plus 4 with Blast, which is 9 shots for the Exocrine, hitting on 2s because it says still, and they're sustained. And then strength 9, you're only -1 to wound in close combat, right?
Yeah.
So these are all 2s. And there's 4 1s right there. 6 4+ invulnerable saves. I just destroyed 5 of them. And that was bad hitting, bad wounding, and bad saving. And there's only Dante of 1 of his Sanguinary Guard left. And now he's going to get exploded upon by the Acid Spray T-Fex, which has 10 shots and wounds on 3s. And with her Armour of Contempt, that's 7 3 up saves. And that kills the last guy and puts 2 wounds on Dante. And then the Stinger Salvo came in and put 1 more wound on Dante, putting him down to 3 wounds remaining. And that's the end of the shooting phase. And now the Warriors in front of Dante charge. And they engage the Lord Commander, and right as they engage him, a miraculous intervention occurs and the Sanguinor appears right behind them. He's got fight first as well, right?
He does.
Okay, so those Warriors could be in trouble. Got another charge over here. The Lictors von Royen's boy band need a 4 to get into these fellas. And yeah, we get into the Brutalis. Then over here, the Gene Stealers need a 5 to engage the Death Company. And that's a 4. I keep failing saves. It's command point that. That's a 5. And honestly, 5 is almost as bad as 4 because I'm strung all the way back there. So the Gene Stealers aren't going to get as many attacks in as they want to. The Warriors also want to go in. Don't roll snake. Right, there we're in. And you don't have the CP to interrupt, but there is lots of fight firsts going on. So I have a fight first and you have a fight first, but Defenders fights firsts. So we go with the Sanguinor?
Right.
Okay, so Sanguinor hitting these Warriors.
Yeah, 8 attacks.
Right.
Hitting on 2s.
Okay.
I need these 6s to wound because they are devastating. Strength 6.
3s to wound. How much damage?
2.
So that just utterly kills what hand. What's the AP on
Minus
that?
3.
I don't get any saves. So that will kill 1 and put 1 down to 1 wound. Okay, so now to the middle where we've got Von Ryan Gosling's boy band attacking the Brutalis. On 1 wound remaining. Just need 1 of these to get through and I've got a bajillion attacks. 3s to hit. It's the 6s to wound, which is the tricky part. 1. We do 1 at -1 damage.
Just a 3 up.
Just a 3 up. It's easy. That's a 4 up. You survive. Brutalis hanging in there, huh? Right, we'll get back to him. Over here, let's do some warriors attacking. No, because if I attack with the warriors, then you'll pull from them, meaning that there's going to be less Gene Stealers that can actually fight. So I need to pile in, fight with the Gene Stealers first. So we pile in. Here's all the Gene Stealers that can fight. On 2s. Rerolling 1s. 6s are sustained. Look at all those 6s. We're strength 5 now, so we win on 3s. But 6s are devastating because Broodlord things. So we've got 14 5-up saves. And then a chunk of Feel No Pains. 6s, and it's all 1 damage. That's 5 dead. Then the Broodlord hits on 2s, and that's sustained. And wounds on 3s, and it's twin linked. So 5-up saves until the 5-up saves are dead. Like now. And that's 2 damage times, so Feel No Pains.
First one.
Yes.
Dies. Second one. Dies. Third one. Dies.
Okay. And then the rest are on Asterath.
4 up.
And he's a boss. But when Death Company get taken down with Asterath, you roll a bunch of dice, and then on 4s, they get to fight anyway. And we're supposed to do it on a model-by-model basis, but I'm happy for you to pick. And that's 6 of them. 6 of them are angry and tear the Gene Stealers apart as they get torn down. So these 2 are going to attack the 2 warriors. Yeah?
Right.
Okay.
So first the Eviscerator.
Yes.
3 attacks.
Yes.
Hitting on 4s, but
Okay.
re-rolling because that's in their data sheet.
Yep. That hits
2 hits.
twice.
Strength 7.
3s to wound. That's devastating, right?
Yes.
Because being led by...
No, only if I charge.
Only if you charge.
So -2 damage.
6s. 1 takes 2 wounds. It's on 1 remaining. And then there's a Power Fist.
Yeah. 3 attacks. Re-rolling.
Hits all the time.
Strength 8. 2 at -2.
And that kills a warrior and drops 1 down to 1 wound remaining. Then we have all of these guys hitting the Gene Stealers.
Eviscerator.
Yes.
Again, on 4s. Re-rolling. 1 sustained.
Yep.
Strength 7.
3s to wound.
3 at -2.
5 up and vulnerable saves. That's 3 dead Gene Stealers. And there's a Power Fist as well. 3s to hit with the reroll and then 2s to wound. Okay, 3 more invulnerable saves. That is another dead Gene Stealer. And then there's a few Chainsaw Lords. Hitting on 3s. All the rerolls. And then 4s to wound.
2.
Just 2.
-1.
Still kill another. And at the end of all of that combat, we all pile in. There's 5 Gene Stealers left with that Broodlord. Then this little warrior on 1 wound left. He piles in there as well. has a little punch. That one sustained. We're going to ruin Asterix's day on 3s. They're all -1 damage. So 5 4-up and 1s. 3-up saves. He has a 2-up naturally. Oh, 1 minute. Those are all fails.
Yeah.
Does he have a feel no pain?
No, it doesn't.
What?
I just whiffed.
No. It's a bit grim in the dark, Mike. It's that happened. That little warrior there of 1 rune remaining came round and shanked him in the back while he wasn't looking.
Yeah, the thing is, because it was a new fight, he couldn't use his fight on death rule, because that's the stupid thing where he only can do it while he's leading a unit. And his unit was dead. Yeah,
as soon as they stop their little group, suddenly they forget to do stuff. It's weird. It's weird. More charging stuff. So I charged there. I'd come back all the way over here then. I've come back all the way over here where these warriors charged Dante. I could put some attacks into the Sanguinor, but that's Dante. So I've got 12 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling hit rolls of 1. It's a thing they can do, and those 6s are sustained. And then we're wounding on 3s. And we're twin linked. And we do 11 wounds to Dante. It's all -2, it's all 1 damage.
4 up.
Yep. And Dante's dead. We've destroyed him. I know there's a flash of a teleport, Homer, and he disappears from the battle grid and reappears on the battle barge in the med bay. He'll be fine. Just have some tea and biscuits. He'll be back in the fight in no time. And there's 1 more fight to do. A Brutalis Dreadnought locked up with a Screamer Killer in the middle of the battle grid. You hit on 4s though. And hit 4 times. 3s to wound.
Twin linked.
Okay. So they all wound. And then -2, 3 damage a time. I need to make at least 2 of these saves. At least 3 of these saves. I don't make enough. Have I got CP? I haven't got CP. It won't keep me alive. Deadly Demise? No deadly demise. You rip apart the Screamer Killer. And that's the end of Tyranids turn 3, and it's been an absolute slaughter with the Tyranids running rampant down this end, clearing away all of the Blood Angels. But in the middle, the Brutalis still stands firm on 1 wound remaining, and down this end, the Sanguinor appeared to try and rescue Dante. But Dante is currently in the med bay as we go to Blood Angels turn 3. With Dante and Astrath in the med bay, Mephiston has taken command of this battlefield, and he's being defensive. And that's him. He's stuck in down here. And the last unit came jumping in of intercessors with the captain, and they've landed back here, right next to Mephiston. Couple of reasons for that. One is, the last few turns I've managed to successfully zone out this part of the battle grid, so no one could deep strike in here. And 2, if they deep strike anywhere within 18 inches of this thing, acid spray Tyrannofex, it's going to spurt all over them and probably melt half or more of them to death. And the third reason for being defensive is the Tyranids have advantage. They went first. So the Blood Angels are going to have the last actions of this game. They'll be able to move around and jump on any objectives or shoot the last few units off of objectives and then capture them at the end of the game. This is why I like missions where you score at the very end of the mission, because normally there's a massive first turn advantage in Warhammer 40k, but if you score at the very end, then that benefits he who goes second. So they've landed in there. The Sternguard on this side have just tweaked out a little bit so they could fry the 2 little Termagants, their battle line. Get rid of them. Sternguard on this side have moved over so they can fry some Gene Stealers on that flank. And then the 2 big walkers are staring over the rock pile at that Tyrannofex, which is the Oath of Moment target. So the red Brutalis is putting his anti-fly shots into the fly bugs and the multi-melters into the Oath of Moment target. Here's the anti-fly shots, which will hit on 4s, and that is 3 hits. Anti-fly 2 up?
4 up.
4 up. There's a wound.
Twin linked?
Oh, okay. There's a wound. I need a 4. That's a 4. I'm good. And then the 2 multi-melter shots into the side of a Tyrannifex. And it is the Oath of Moment target. And only one of them hits. And it doesn't wound. Oh yeah, it's twin linked. You are right, it's twin linked. That's a wound. Now, once per battle, I can turn the damage of a thing that comes through to 0, so we're doing it now. So that's 0. And then the black one shoots through the gap, and I can't do that twice. Let's see if it can hit though. With the twin linked, with the oath, sorry. So both of the shots hit, 5s to wound. And then twin linked. And they both wound. I need 6s. That's not 6s, it's not even 5s. It's 2d6 damage. And I can't see it. There's 8 damage. Do you want a command point to 2?
No.
That's half of the wounds. It's on 8 remaining.
That's good.
Then we did anti-infantry fire into the Tyrannifex. No further wounds caused. So it's on 8 remaining. Then we did the Stern Guard into the 2 little bugs up here. You wiped them out. And now we've got the Stern Guard down here, firing across into Gene Stealers. Starting off with a heavy bolter. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. And it hits once. And doesn't wound.
Then 4 combi weapons.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
Brilliant.
So that's a devastating anti-infantry and devastating.
Okay. Just 1 wound?
Yeah.
Okay, just 1 wound. And that's the end of the shooting phase.
I think so.
With the Captain and Mephiston hit. So at the end of the Blood Angels shooting phase, by playing defensively, by playing for the long game, the Blood Angels have killed 2 termagants. It's like orc shooting.
Even worse, I would say.
All right, so we're going on to the fight phase, and Ryan Gosling's boy band are striking first. Okay, saving Private Ryan's on 3s. 6s? There's 2 this time. I did 2 at -1, 2 3-up saves. There's a 1. Come on, boy.
Let's do it, yeah.
Yes.
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 He's alive. He's alive on 1 wound left. This guy should have died about 5 times over. He's hanging in there. All right, that's my fight first done. Then you have a fight first with the Sanguinary.
On 2.
So many attacks and you roll
so
4
many
ones.
4s. That's great, isn't it?
That's good. That's really good. 3s to wound.
6s are devastating.
No saves. You kill them all.
Yeah.
Turns around. Piles into the zone thropes. That was painful. And then I did flying headbutts back again. And it's the Sanguinal. And I missed. He flew to one side. So now, can the Brutalis battle his way out of Von Royen's boy band? He's hitting on 4s. And he only hits twice. Wounds on 2s. Twin linked. He wounds twice. It's only -2 though. So 6s and I'll be okay. I'm not okay. But there's still 1 left. Nibbling at that Brutalis's ankles. As we go on to Tyranids, turn 4. In Tyranids, turn 4, I need to start setting myself up for the end game now by putting multiple units next to these objectives, ready to score them. Including falling back with the Neuro Tyrant and the Zoanthrope over here. And I failed a Battle Shock test, despite being Tyranids and having... Anyway, I failed the Battle Shock test, then failed the Desperate Breakout, and then the Zoanthrope died, and now I've got a Neuro Tyrant on 0 OC right now, over there. Hopefully he'll be fine next turn, because he is an OC of 3, and a Tyrannifex is an OC of 5, and that's 8 OC to swallow up this objective here. In the middle, however... I don't know. I mean, there's Stern Guard back there. There's 2 Brutalis Dreadnoughts there. There's Mephiston and more Stern Guard and more Assault Intercessors over there. There's plenty of models, units that could take the central objective or take this one at the end of turn 5. So I need to do killing. And I need to do as much killing as I can. I think this one over here is quite secure. I think the one in the middle and on the right, maybe not so secure. We'll find out about that. And then when I was moving stuff around, Gene Stealers are going to go charging in as well. I know they're just keep them back. Keep them back. And as I was moving stuff around, I remembered the Tyrannifex with a rupture cannon that I shot at Death Company last turn. He should have been shooting at that Brutalis all along. So let's shoot at that Brutalis. So 3s to hit with the big gun of doom, and that is 1 hit at strength 18. This is I might CP reroll. You're probably wondering, why didn't he CP reroll that? That's because if I don't wound, then I'll CP reroll. So that is a wound. I do wound. It's AP -4, so you need a 6 to stay alive.
It's easy if you roll 6s.
That's not a 6. That is a dead Brutalis Dreadnought. We took it down.
Does it blow up?
No boo-boo. Okay, let's fire some Death Spitters over the top of that mound into that Brutalis Dreadnought there. We're going to hit it on 4s, and we're going to wound it on 6s. New. There's a Venom Cannon in here as well, which has D3 shots for 2 shots, which hit on 4s. And at strength 9, need a 5. New. Okay, then it's Operation Kill the Sanguinal. Let's start off. Actually, the Exocrine could shoot that if the acid spray goes mental. So let's start off with the acid spray into Sanguinal. And it's not entirely mental. I am winning on 3s, and Only Mike is armor contempting 1 more time. So these are 7 3-up saves at 2 damage a time. That's 4 damage. Starts off with 7. He's on 3 wounds remaining. Let's Stinger the salvo out of him. We hit him that many times. And we wound him 4 times. He has a 2-up save, right?
Yeah.
And he's got 1 wound remaining. Do we charge him? Do we charge him? Does that mean I can fire the Exocrine somewhere else and then charge him? Or is that greedy?
Yes, fights first.
Let's be... And he has fight first. But he's only strength 6 or something in close combat, I think.
Devastating wounds.
Devastating wounds.
Might roll 6s.
I want to see what he can do. I feel a challenge has been thrown down and Gauntlet dropped on the ground. So the Exocrine is going to fire at the black Brutalis over there, the Death Company one. And then I will charge him. We'll see what happens. Number of shots, D6 plus 3. So that is going to be 6 shots into Death Company Brutalis. Hitting on 3s. That wasn't great. Wounding on... They're toughness 10, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh dear. It means I don't wound. So how many wounds is he on? Do I charge him with Ryan Reynolds here?
3 wounds left.
I'm going to charge him with Ryan Reynolds. Let's charge him in there. Oh yeah. He killed the other members of the boy band. He's angry now. And then we'll charge in with the T-Fex into that one. And that's a crump. Then we've got 1 more charge all the way around here. The Broodlord and the Gene Stealers need an 8 to engage the Stern Guard. Watch me fail a charge. No! I made the charge. But first we come here because the Sanguinal has fights first. Hacking against the Tyrannofex.
And he has 8 attacks, and the Tyrannofex is still the Oath of Moment target.
Is it? Oh yes.
Yeah, fired.
Mistakes have been made. 3s to hit.
2s to hit.
2s to hit. Re-rolling. Right.
Strength 6.
Toughness 12. So 6s to wound.
And they're devastating.
Okay. There's 2 6s. Close, but no cigar. The Tyrannofex is on 4 wounds remaining. Then he strikes out with his powerful limbs. And he's hitting on 5s because I'm injured. With sustained. 2s to wound. They all wound. You're on 1 wound remaining. And these are all 2-up saves. You have to pass them all. And you fail one. And there's a flash of hallowed light as the Sanguinal gets swallowed back into the warp, or from wherever he comes from. And yeah, that charge from the Tyrannofex, that worked. It was amazing. Let's do Von Ryan over here. Von Ryan. Who is Von Ryan anyway? Who the hell is this guy? We're going to hit your Brutalis many times. And we're going to wound the Brutalis on 6s. We don't wound that Death Company Dreadnought. Okay. Do you want to do the fight back before I do the Gene Stealers over there?
Yeah, I do it.
You're hitting on 4s?
Hitting on 4s. But I do re-roll. It's in the standard sheet.
Why?
Death Company
re-rolls. Oh yes, Death Company. Yeah, Death Company. They re-roll all the things all the times. 2s to wound?
Yeah, twin linked.
So 1 minute.
5 at -2.
Ryan Gosling needs to make 5 6s. I can make a Yahtzee of 6s, but not this day. And after that, ripping that Xenos worm limb from limb, that Death Company Dreadnought stands in the middle of the pass. He can't hold objectives, but he can certainly throw his body in the way. And those warriors don't want to go anywhere near that objective now. But we've got one more combat to do. These Gene Stealers will pile in and attack the Stern Guard. But let's get jiggy with it, with the Broodlord first of all. Which hits on 2s. And they're sustained. Yes, 8 hits through. These things are good, you know. 3s to wound. And they're twin linked. They're devastating. They just killed 2. And that is 5? 5 up saves? The Broodlord does it on his own. So with the Broodlord and the Gene Stealers running rampant through this installation at this end of the pass, that is the end of Tyranids turn 4. I've got one more turn to lock down all 3 of these objectives. But the Blood Angels, they've got 2. They've got 2 more turns. And they've got these units here and the Death Company Dreadnought. Have been not hiding, tactically positioned behind these rocks here, ready to jump out at some point. Are they going to jump out this turn? Or are they going to play the long game? Interesting. Blood Angels, turn 4. So here we are in turn 4 for the Blood Angels, and the Tyrannifex has been made the Oath of Moment target one more time, and it's only on 4 wounds. And it's going to get lit up by that Death Company Dreadnought. Maybe it can take it down, maybe it can't. But after it shoots, it's going to go charging in to those warriors there, and then how many units can I get within range of the central objective in turn 5? It doesn't look like I'll be able to get any that way. So trying to take down the T-Fex, trying to hold up the warriors, pushes me back here. And taking down the T-Fex will stop it from coming around here and spraying all over the Stern Guard, which are staying quiet, staying still here, ready to contest, ready to move forward and get onto this objective in turn 5. And then the rest of the Blood Angels are pushing this way. Mephiston could score that one in turn 5. And the Assault guys charge Gene Stealers. And then in turn 5 beyond this one, there's a few dominoes that need to fall here. But the Blood Angels are a long way from this fight yet. With this large line of sight blocking terrain piece in the middle of the table, with 3 objectives running down the centre of the table. I was just talking to only Michael camera. It's quite tactical, this.
It is. When
to show your hand, when to jump forward, there's options. I never considered you'd come back this way.
Me neither.
But you're coming back this way. So where are we starting the shooting phase?
Let's start with the Stern Guard.
Yes.
Into the Gene Stealers.
Right, and you stood still, you hit on 2s, right?
Yeah, they have 2 shots with the Stern Guard, bolt
okay.
rifles. They're heavy.
Right.
So hitting on 2s. So strength 4 and devastating wounds.
Is that 4 devastating wounds?
No, just 1.
Just 1. These are saves.
These are 1.
Right.
But you have cover.
Well, 1 was injured. So there's 3 left. With that Broodlord. We've got some more shots then with the Assault guys.
Yeah, 4 heavy bolt pistols.
Yep.
3s.
2 of them hit.
Strength 4.
2 of them wound.
2 at -1.
There's another one bites the dust. Overcook a plasma?
Of course.
Keep your finger on the trigger. It hits. It wounds. That's a fail save. Another one's dead and hazardous, and you're okay. There's 1 left. With the Broodlord, the captain's got a plasma pistol as well. Overcooking.
Of course.
Keeps his finger on the trigger. He hits. He doesn't wound. And don't roll another one. Forgets hot. That's not another one. He's fine. It's fine. Mephiston?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Plasma pistol.
Plasma pistol.
Overheating.
Okay.
On 2s.
I wouldn't recommend it. He's only got 3 wounds left. That's a wound. That's a failed save. He kills that guy and he lives.
That's also a pistol attack, the Fury of the Ancients, so he can fire 3 more attacks.
Okay, right.
I don't do them hazardous, so it's just hitting on 2s.
Yes.
It's strength 4 or 5. I need to double check in a minute.
Well, those aren't gonna wound because he's toughness 5 or 6.
Right.
So that's the end of the shooting attack here. You've wiped out the Gene Stealers. Ready for them to charge the Brood Lord. Then we come around the other side. And you've got Chonky Death Company Dreadnought shooting the Oath of Moment target.
Everything into it.
I am spending a CP on rapid regeneration.
Are you afraid?
Yes.
A bit.
Yes.
A bit.
Yes. I need him to score the thing there. We need to score the thing. So, okay.
Okay. Multi-melters.
Yes.
Not multi-misses, multi-melters.
They're going to miss. You hit on 4s. See, you miss. Reloading the dice. 2 new dice. 4s to hit. One of them hits. Needs a 5 to wound.
Twin linked.
No wounds. Well, at least you maybe burn a CP.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gun on top.
Okay.
Quickly.
4s to hit with a gun on top. Hits 3 times. 6s to wound.
Twin linked.
And they're twin linked. Nothing. And that's the end of the shooting phase. After the shooting phase, the Death Company Dread charged the warriors. And then round here, the Assault Marines, 3 or 4? Don't know, Snake Eyes. 4 will make it. Smash, you get in there. That only gives you 2 impact hits. 2 4s coming up. No 4s. No mortal wounds on the charge. I've got 2 CP I could pay to interrupt. So we're definitely starting here.
We are.
Now, I don't think I need to pay to interrupt with the warriors there, because I think they're dead anyway. That is a really big dreadnought. So let's go cheeky. Let's spend another CP on rapid regeneration.
Again.
Give my Brood Lord. Yeah, feel no pain. Maybe keep him alive. Yeah, it's been a beast, that Brood Lord. I'd like to keep him alive. He's also got Hypnotic Gaze, so he points at that unit. And they got -1 to hit me. And you're spending a CP on something lethal?
Red Rampage gives me lethal hits.
Okay. And you get to swing first. Starting off with...
The Sergeant.
Okay.
Power fist attacks.
So 4s. And that is 2 hits.
Strength 10, 11 on the charge.
2's to it. There's a wound. No devastating, no nothing. Alright, 4 up and buns. That didn't help. 5 up, rapid regeneration. That helped once. He's on 5 left. 5 to go. So lots of chainsaws. 4s to hit. 6s are lethal. There's quite a few lethals. -1 really helped. Yeah.
A bit, yeah.
Strength?
7 on the charge.
3's to wound.
Because Captain gives him also +1.
Does he?
Does he? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. 10 4s. I've seen better dice rolling. But we have rapid regeneration. So lots of 5s. That's 5 wounds. He had 5 left. You kill him. You still had the captain left to swing. I might as well not have paid for rapid regeneration there. That was just... Okay. Death Company Dreadnought versus 3 warriors. Hitting on 4s though?
Yeah.
Because you're wounded?
7 attacks on the charge.
Okay.
But he can re-roll everything because that's what Death Company do. Okay.
That's 4 hits.
4 hits.
Strength 1 or 2?
12.
Okay.
14 on the charge.
14.
Yeah.
They all wound. -2, 3 damage.
Right.
So 6s and failed saves kill warriors. Yep. Everybody's dead, Dave. Everybody's dead. And at the end of turn 4, while the Death Company Dreadnought continues his rampage, many of the Tyranids lay dead, but many of the Blood Angels lay dying and dead as well as they try and defend this pass. Now the Tyranids need to camp on this objective here. Can't get to the central pass, but camp all over this one here because I wasn't expecting these Assault Marines to come flying around the corner. As we're going to Tyranids turn 5. So we need to lock down this outpost here. So I want to get it on camera rather than use the T-Fex to shoot at the Death Company Dreadnought. I'm going to let him live, which is the worst thing he wants. He wants to die. I'm not giving him what he wants. Instead, I want to run and get this OC5 creature on that objective. There's a 6! Look at that, Oni Mike. I'm all over it. Tactical genius. Lock didn't have anything to do with it. That was I microwaved that dice myself. Yeah, so we're all over this objective here. We're locking it down. Maybe that'll keep this one safe. Then I moved the exocrine round here so I could lob some shells up and over into that jumpy squad. And then I moved round here to swarm this objective, and you declared Overwatch?
Yeah.
Overwatch on the Tyranids on 4 wounds remaining, which is still the Oath of Moment target, and your flamer's in range as well, right?
No, just out of it.
Just out of range. It's like I measured that, which I didn't. Okay. Lots of stern guard shots come flying in then.
Yeah, 8 shots. I need lots of 6s.
6s to hit. There's 1. There's 2. There's 2.
Rerolling.
Okay. There's 3.
Right. 6s again, and I can reroll wounds because it's my Oath of Moment target.
And your stern guard. Yeah.
No.
No.
Just 1 wound.
Is that devastating or anything?
That's devastating, yeah.
Okay. So it goes down to 3 remaining.
Then we have the Sanguinary Priest.
Yes.
6, rerolling, nothing.
Nothing.
So once again, firing Overwatch proved to be nothing.
Nothing. It's not useful. Unless you've got a flamer, an auto-hitting stuff. Talking about flaming and auto-hitting stuff, Acid Spray coming back at you automatically hits you 6 plus 3 times. And you might, this hits you 9 times. 9!
9 bitte nicht.
No, what?
9 bitte nicht.
What's that?
No, don't do that.
That's nice. It's cool.
Please don't do it.
9. Do you know what Nubelwaffen is? Nubelwaffen?
No.
I'm sure it was in a Call of Duty game back when I was 12 or something. Nubelwaffen?
Nebelwaffen? Maybe?
Nebelwaffen? What
I
is...
don't know. Maybe a Nebelwerfer. Nebelwerfer.
It
So
could-
like a smoke launcher.
That's
a Nebelwerfer.
probably what it is, but in my old... Say it again?
Nebelwerfer.
Nebelwerfer. Damn it, I love accents so much. You know my wife is Polish, right? I just sit there and listen to her talk all day. Nebelwerfer. Where are we? I stopped playing 40k for a minute there, and I just fell
Acid spray.
into your eyes. What are we doing?
Acid spray.
Yes.
Then that were the number of shots.
Yes,
rolled.
these are to wound you
Yes.
on 3s. Okay.
That's a good roll, isn't it?
That's not a good roll. There is cover in the way, so those are all 4-up saves. 4-up saves. That is 3 of them dead.
No.
What?
Look at that
2
guy.
what? It's an apothecary. Yeah, but he puts models back
No,
in,
no, it's a
doesn't he?
sanguinary priest. He gives them 5-up, feel no pain.
Does he now?
Does he?
It's a
Yeah,
special Blood Angels apothecary.
So, first one.
Yes. It's not dead.
He's alive. One is dead.
One's dead.
One lives.
One. So Stinger Salvo. So that's sustained. So they go back in. So one's dead, one's on a wound, and then these come in, and that is 4 more saves. 4 more 3-up saves of the Stinger Salvo. And then 2 more feel no pains of the Stinger Salvo. Alright, I killed 2 of them. And then the Neuro Tyrant also has some flamey goodness. I need to check the book though. 2d6 auto hits with this thing. That's 4 auto hits at strength 5. These ignore cover, so those are 3 more 4-up saves. And 2 damage a time.
5-up, feel no pain.
He feels the pain. One of them falls over. And another one falls over. That's just the sergeant stood there. That was painful. A little bit painful. Now the exocrine. It's going to fire up and over and lob a shell down there. Are you armor contempling this?
I get cover, so...
You have got cover.
I think I do that because then I'm at -1.
Yeah, instead of minus many
Let's do that.
shots. All the shots. It's heavy in a move though, so they miss. But they're sustained. This sustained is kicking in so much because you're infantry and we are strength 9. It's 10 4-up saves.
Could be a problem.
Could be a problem.
Let's see.
That's a problem. That shot there just might have swung the battle. That blast with the maximum shots from the thing. Anyway, we've got one hit with the spitty thing. That's a wound. That's -1. Your captain goes down to 1 wound remaining. Do I charge him? Well, let's charge him. I don't know if I want to charge him. Unfortunately, we make the charge. We're both on a wound. This is Right, if I roll lots of 6s here, I might be okay with the sustained hits, but I'm hitting him on 3s. I hit twice. We're wounding him on 3s. We wound once. 1 wound, -1, 1 damage. Your captain is on. 1 wound. And he takes it. So charging him was a bad idea. Then he swings back with his relic sword. He hits on 2s. And he doesn't miss.
1.
He misses what? Wounds on 4s? Strength 5 -2. Yes. 4 wounds. I did 1. He did 4. He's an angry boy. And he's slaughtered. Yeah. They normally have a 4-up save, so I needed 6s. You'd have killed 2 warriors, let alone 1 injured guy on a wound. And at the end of Tyranids, turn 5. I've done a lot of killing. I'm locking down the right objective, the left objective. And the Blood Angels, 1, 2, 3, 4, have 5 models left on the battle grid. And nailing this unit here could have just won me the day. But each of these objectives is worth D3 points. The ones to the right and the ones to the left, they could be worth nothing at all. Or maybe Mephiston. Maybe Mephiston knew that the central one was the key one all along. In Blood Angels turn 5, the captain on 1 wound remaining locks down the 1 objective that the Blood Angels control. None of the Astartes are coming towards the installation at this end of the pass, but the rest of them are coming down this way, because if they kill the Tyrannofex and that Neuro Tyrant, and that's a lot of ifs, then the Tyranids won't score this objective at all. And the Tyrannofex is the Oath of Moment target. The Death Company Brutalis is getting closer. Mephiston is advancing, shooting and charging. That's an 11-inch charge if he wants to go in there. And then we have the Apothecary and a guy with a fist. And there's a world in which this could happen. And both of these units die. And we both end up with 1 objective each. So let's start off the shooting phase. Death Company Dreadnought splitting fire. Here's the multi-melters into the T-Fex. Hitting on 4s. And twin linked. No, Oath of Moment. One of them hits. Wounds on a 5. With twin linked.
No.
And it doesn't wound. Then the other shots into the Neuro Tyrant hitting on 4s. Anti-fly 4-up.
Yeah.
Twin linked. There's a wound. There's a save. Death Company Dread is going to need to make an 11-inch charge as well. This unit, these didn't advance, so they're shooting at Neuro Tyrant?
No, at the Tyrannofex.
Tyrannofex, okay.
Because it's the Oath of Moment target.
Okay.
3 shots with the Sternguard bolt rifle from the Sergeant.
Yes.
Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. Everything hits. 6s are devastating, and I can re-roll them because it's the Oath of Moment target. Nothing.
No wound.
Then we have a pistol from the Sanguinary Priest.
Yep. Misses.
Re-rolling.
Oath.
Hits. Strength 5.
Toughness 12.
Re-rolling.
Nothing. Mephiston.
You can't shoot it. Pistols.
Okay. So that's the end of the shooting phase?
It is.
So we got some charges. So it's an 11 for the Death Company Dreadnought to go flying in there to get to the T-Fex. And that's an 11? What happened? Okay, now you need another 11 to happen because you spent the CP for advancing and charging on him.
No, I don't need. It's in his data sheet.
It's in his data sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, he can just advance and charge.
He's like a vampire, you know?
Right.
Flying through the air. Another 11.
That's a 7.
I have CP left.
You do have CP left. So we're re-rolling.
We re-roll it.
You can't do 2 11s. It's impossible.
No,
It's
I can't.
impossible. It's not possible. And then they go flying in?
Yeah.
The Stern Guard.
Don't mess it up.
You don't mess it up. Back to the fight. Brutalis Dreadnought against the Tyrannofex. 7 attacks, hit on 4s. And all the re-rolls in the world because it's the Oath of Moment target. And that's only 3 hits. No. Strength 14.
Yes.
3s to wound. Twin linked. And 4-up saves, right?
Right.
And the Tyrannofex is on 1 wound remaining.
He isn't.
Oh yeah, because you tickled a wound off. It's 3 damage. You killed it. You killed it.
Spend a CP.
I could spend a CP. Let's spend a CP. It helps me. I'm on all the wounds. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Right. Stone Guard punching Neuro Tyrant. Spending a CP on lethal hits?
Yeah.
Okay. Power Fist.
Red Rampage again.
Nice.
And I don't do lethal hits and lance with them because then I am battle shocked.
Right.
There is a world where I kill that. The Tyrannofex kills the Death Company Dreadnought. That one explodes, kills him in return, and then I need something with OC.
Okay.
It's impossible, but let's see what
There is a
happens.
world where you come out on top here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so 5 Power Fist attacks,
Okay.
hitting on 3s. That's lethal.
That is a lethal hit. Strength 10.
On the charge, yeah.
So 3s to wound. Just 1 wound.
Not enough.
A 4-up and 1. Takes 2 damage. For some reason they start off with 8 wounds or 9 wounds. And then the Apothecary has a go. And the Apothecary hits on 3s. And that one's lethal.
Strength 7 on the charge.
Wounds on 5s. That's 2 wounds. And I'm fine. Everything's fine. We'll do the powerful limb striking back against the Death Company guy. And I hit 3 times.
Does he?
Oh yeah, he's on 3 wounds. He misses. He misses. He whiffs. And the Neuro Tyrant hits them a few times, and that fight is ongoing. And so I control this objective here because I've got an OC of 8 currently, and you have an OC of not 8.
That's fine.
You control the one in the middle, and I control the one down this side. And that is the end of turn 5, and have the Blood Angels done enough to stop the Tyranids from crossing the mountain path? Is this objective the key objective? It's worth D3 points. No CP reroll of this. Good luck. And it's a 1. And the other 2 objectives are worth 4 points in total. So it's 4 points to 1 in favour of the Tyranids. The pass has fallen. Dante has been removed as a casualty. So has Astropath. They're going to be taking off and nuking the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. This is the way the world ends. Only Mike,
Yeah,
I feel like me going first was quite strong.
I'm not sure. I mean, I had the last turn. I could try to hold objectives, but I ran out of units.
I'll tell you why I said that. Because in turn 1, I was really scared of you going first and then jumping forward and putting stuff right behind the wall there.
Yeah.
And so like the rupture cannon that killed your thing and the other thing over, I wouldn't have been able to get the shots in that I wanted to.
True.
And then Blood Angels along the side of the wall. Then you'd have been able to hit me with the majority of your army rather than with a bit here or a bit there. I was basically scared of you going first. But you're right. Turn 2 gave you some shenanigans at the end and the opportunity to pull it back.
Yeah, I mean, there were a few bad rolls.
There was a few. I saw a few, like the Sanguinary Guard.
Yeah,
You failed 5 out of 6 of the rolls.
yeah.
That's-
How often have I shot that thing
Yeah.
and not hit and not wounded?
You have put quite a few multi-melter shots through the side of that Tyrannofex. It's definitely looking like a bit of Swiss cheese
A bit, yeah.
right about now. But yeah, I had a good time. I do like the missions where you score at the end. It felt very backwards and forwards until it wasn't towards the end. I think I overloaded. How was it for you?
It was a nice cat and mouse game.
Yeah?
Yeah, I liked it very much. It was very... I mean, it was interesting until the end, I hope. Because everything could happen. If I would have rolled a 5 or 6, then
yes.
I might have won with 3 points there. So it's
There,
good.
there was a world in which all these guys died over here as well. Yeah, it was a camp. In turn 3, in turn 4s, in turn 5, I was thinking about, right, you still weren't out of the fight. Still weren't out of the fight. There were still ways to come back. Jumping these guys over here, and then I got lucky on the blast and wiped them out. But otherwise, they'd have been here, and you'd have taken this one. So, yeah, turned out to be a very tactical game. Thank you for coming all the way from Germany and coming to the studio and playing. Thank you for coming along to all of the events that you're come along to as well. We're doing the End and the Death in September. Are you coming to the End and the Death narrative event?
I'm planning to be there, yeah.
What army are you bringing?
Blood Angels again.
Blood
And
Angels.
the story of them is that most of them then will be fallen to the Black Rage.
Okay.
And Dante and all the other epic heroes have to return to other duties. So it will be just the chaplains in charge of it.
That's good, because the narrative event is... it's called the End and the Death. Even though it's 40k, there's going to be a lot of killing happening. I wouldn't bring... If I was coming to one of my events, I wouldn't bring along any of the characters that I like. Because there's going to be a lot of death happening.
It might be the captain now committing to the Black Rage there.
Yeah.
After so much death and destruction. So let's see if I paint him black.
Nice. And I think there's a couple of tickets still available. There's always a couple of tickets still available, because what happens is we sell out all the 90 tickets and then someone has a wedding. And then we sell out all the 90 tickets and then someone's significant other books a holiday or something like that. So if you're interested, coming along to a narrative event, Element Games in Manchester, that I'm running, the tickets are available from marchofwar.co.uk. Check them out. I think there's like 2. Last time I checked, there was 2 left. So marchofwar.co.uk for the End and the Death narrative event for 2,000 Point Games. I'm getting sidetracked. Yes, what was I going to say? Great game.
Great game. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. And thank you everyone for watching and subscribing and supporting. You guys are awesome. I couldn't do this without you. Happy wargaming.